Food Not Bombs is an international grassroots organization. We say we're doing this out of solidarity, not charity. We don't just do meals. A lot of our meals are a direct, nonviolent, act of protest against the funding of war, really the lack of community support that's there. My name is Parker Reid. I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas. I have lived here my whole life. I actually went to school at Euler. One of my classes was community organizing. We're a part of the community. We should just be helping to help, not because we see something and we don't like the way it is. Food Not Bombs actually started as part of that class. So as a group of me and 3 other students, we were kind of, discussing what we wanted to do. We actually had one of the guys was from Kansas, and he was like, well, when I was in Kansas, we had this really cool group called Food Not Bombs. So we have our general checklist for all of our meals. It is still used from yesterday's meal. And then a whole bunch of donations. So we also keep track of everything that's coming in and out. Seeing all of the people that come out and start getting involved, it's really nice to know that you're not alone. I think as an organizer, I don't ever want to be the one calling the shots. I think, having the buy-in from people who you're working with, having those different perspectives, the different life experiences kind of meld into one thing is super important. And so, I have experience as a trans man in Arkansas. I have experiences, living in various different places. So this is our storeroom. We have all of our canned goods here, all of our supplies here. We also have some really cool reusable plates and bowls that we've been using. I spend most of my time kind of organizing, getting donations. A lot of that comes from, organizing house parties, connecting with a bunch of different organizations. We do a lot with a lot of different organizations that don't always get the visibility, but they're people just like me, just doing the stuff. And I think that's kind of been one of my favorite parts is I still have a 9-to-5 job. I rent, I go and I get my groceries. I do this in my free time. And there's a lot of people that do this in their free time.